Hello, and welcome to another episode of Point to Point. I am on my way to the ye olde train station today, and traffic is not as nice, but we'll make do. I wanted to follow up with my weird morning-afternoon conversation about South of Midnight from yesterday's episode, and man, I went back and played it a little bit. And I'm not going to say that I have turned completely around on that game, but I will say I think I have gotten out of the mostly tutorial bit. I think I have all of the skills I need to continue playing that game. I just got the double jump and the glide. So now I think I have all of the traversal powers and one remaining magic thing to do. And the combat's still not great. It's not great. I still don't love the mashing X and all of that nonsense. But here's the thing about South of Midnight. I got to, let's just call it the first musical number. It's, you know, maybe you'll know this. When you end up watching an anime that's really good and you enjoy it, and then all of a sudden you're in episode 40-ish of a 50-episode run, and then they bust out the version of the main theme that has lyrics in it, and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, it's time. Things are happening. That kind of happened with me with South of Midnight last night. I probably played another hour or so, and I think I just started chapter 4 out of 12-ish. So I'm still kind of early on. I think I have about 2 hours of time in it, maybe 2.5. And I will say this. If South of Midnight is not working for you, stick with it until the end of chapter 3. You run into the catfish character that was in the Summer Game Fest trailer gameplay demo from last year, and basically you have to go get a magical item called Magic Bottle. You meet another random person who lives out on the swamp called Rhubarb. And what you have to do is help him bottle up his pain from the bottle on the bottle tree, and kind of help him figure out his stuff. And as you do that, you kind of go through this his life story and the origin of his pain with his relationship with his brother, and kind of work through what was going on there. And that is worked through by you go from place to place. You find collectibles about eviction notices for this town, and then you have little combat challenges, and at the end of the combat challenge you get a little snippet of what's going on between Rhubarb and his brother Benji. And it's actually really well done. And the thing that I like about it that's kind of different than the previous the tutorial narrative of here's a previous weaver who's helping these slaves escape, is that you're catching that event that happened in the past as just little ghosts in the distance, and you're kind of picking up their dialogue, and there's not a lot of focus on it. You just kind of have to watch it, and she'll teach you how to wall run, and then that's kind of it. The thing with the Rhubarb and Benji stuff is that you're walking around a much more built-out version of their home, and you're learning things about Rhubarb and Benji and their relationship, and the narrator is telling you a pretty good, they're good little fable stories almost. And by the end of that Rhubarb and Benji thing, at the end of the 4th combat encounter, some super fucked up stuff happens. And then you have to basically use the bottled up pain from the bottle tree, and then use that to ease the pain of Benji, who is a giant tree monster, who will then kind of let the catfish go. And so the thing is, it's not a boss battle, which I think is kind of the best part. Like, you're not fighting the manifestation of Benji's grief. You're simply, you're hitting a wound that this tree monster has and releasing their pain. And it's like it's an incredibly affecting moment, and kind of built into that is the funny, like, anime lyric song thing, where there's, like, this whole time you're seeing the story from Rhubarb's point of view and what he was feeling and what he was doing, and then when you are, like, climbing the tree to kind of help out the Benji spirit, you get a musical number that is written from the point of view of Benji. And it is Benji singing this song about, how he felt and what happened to him and everything. And it turned this kind of PS2 level, like, kind of felt like a Psychonauts, but not Double Fine good, into something that I think may have a much better narrative core. The thing that kind of has bristled me a little bit while playing this is, like, the combat's not great, and it's like the dialogue from the main character Hazel is, like, it's very PS2, like, oh, I should go over there, I should do this thing. Oh, just so you remember, I have feelings about what's going on with my mom. And it's not, like, incredibly nuanced or, like, I don't know, it's well written for what it is. It's just not, it feels very dated in its delivery. And then to come across this thing with Benji and the tree, it's like, oh, okay, like, this is where the narrative of this game really is. Like, having Hazel be a person who is learning about her mom's pain, is a social worker who's trying to help a community, and now Hazel, who is kind of a selfish 18-year-old who just kind of is, she's 18, just out of high school and has some feelings about stuff. Like, she's starting to come to terms with her relationship with her mom. Like, it is that. I haven't seen a lot of stuff that says, like, this is a larger discussion about, society in general, but it is very much just, a young woman coming to terms with her relationship with her mom and, like, what her mom is doing, and kind of having a new perspective through this magical realist world. So I don't know. I would say if you're on the fence about South of Midnight, like I was, get through chapter 3. I mean, maybe there is more in, the subsequent chapters, but I think you will know if you're willing to stick around and kind of deal with the 7 out of 10 stuff in this game once you get past chapter 3. It's good. I'm really happy that it has turned around for me, and I will be coming back to it in the near future, I think. Probably tomorrow or a couple days from now. So hopefully we'll hear more. This is probably the end of what I will be saying about South of Midnight for at least the time being, until I kind of hit credits on it and see if it's something worth writing a review, because it's an interesting game that is not a slam dunk, and also has some, like, buyer beware moments that if this is not working for you, then it never will. And I think it's going to be interesting to see this thing through. So yeah, that's South of Midnight, and I'm glad that I've turned around on it. And I guess we'll see what happens next. But I have arrived at the train station. Traffic not bad today, turns out. So yeah, we'll talk tomorrow a little bit more. I think this episode will be going up on Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everyone. Have a good time, and now more than ever, right? So we'll see ya, and have a good rest of your day.